What's up YouTube? It's your boy Lowpes, and today we're putting the Gen Civic back to stock and we'll be trading it in for the 2022 BRZ. We're here with the famous Andrew in the background. We'll get he's a little out of focus, but he's coming in focus right now. And today what we're gonna do is we're definitely going to be putting the OEM springs on the car. Right now the car has the D2 springs and it's a little lower. For me to trade in this car, it has to be mostly stock, so that's what we're gonna do. We're also gonna show you that this is very, very hard to do at home without a spring compressor. Let's get into it. Mr. Andrews absolutely flying through this. You are a champion.
I travel fast.
You are a champion. This thing, look at this. See, this is why sometimes you gotta bring it to professionals. You know, us garage mechanics try our best, but Mr. Andrew here is well versed in the 10 gens. So if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna link down below all his information because he is like the 10 gen mechanic, like guru god. He knows everything about them and other cars, obviously.
Yeah,
some, but he actually owns a 10 gen also. So he's well versed in the 10 gen world. So definitely check him out.
So on the D2 springs, what's kind of neat is the coating that they use are a little bit better than I didn't say that. So obviously our Canadian winters, you're gonna have salt, dirt, sand, everything stick to these springs. If you look at the coating on this, it's still purple, still pretty good.
And I've ran them through winter.
Oh yeah, exactly. And even here, where you will have some contact points where the springs will touch each other as you're going over some big bumps, super minimal rust, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Good job, D2.
And what's cool about D2 also, they have lifetime warranty on their springs.
Huh.
Which I just found out not too long ago. I don't know if they changed it, but on their site, if you see lifetime warranty on their springs, it's not bad. This car is coming together and it's looking very, very stock. I'm very, very curious to drive it on stock suspension because I've been on the D2 springs for about 3 years now. I am super not excited because today's like a bittersweet day where I'm letting go of the 10 gen. And the 10 gen did such amazing things and I've met such amazing people like Mr. Andrew himself. Yeah. And it's bittersweet definitely, but it's crazy how fast you can put your car back to stock and how many years it took for you to modify it, right? Intriguing, definitely. We're gonna go in the car afterwards, we're gonna do a drive, and then I'm just gonna talk about my experience driving a stock SI in comparison to like the full bolt-on with upgraded turbo and all that fun stuff. So it should be fun. The back is done and ready to go. We are going to basically get the spring compressor so we can compress the suspension or the springs back onto the suspension, and we're gonna show you basically that you really do need a spring compressor. I'm sure some of you guys have done it without it, but I would definitely recommend doing it with a spring compressor.
All right, so check this out. The spring is huge, that's stock. So when you put it on here, you guys notice where it's supposed to get bolted down is quite a bit underneath the actual like spot right here. So we're gonna put this on and I'm gonna show you. See how far down that is? Way down there. You have to actually compress the spring so you can bolt the strut mount back onto place. Clearly I ain't got enough for it.
I think if both of us tried, I don't think we can do it either. So
you want to try it?
We can try it.
Put the camera down and see if you can.
I think we're gonna catch a spring to the face.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Cool. Check this out, guys. So this is the spring compressor of all spring compressors. You basically take your coil spring, you throw the mount on it as well as phone call. Into the spring compressor itself. Wind it up. Now what you want to do, which is the part that's the most important, make sure it's nice and even. Nice and flat-ish. Go up a little bit. There we go. Now we take our fingers and you pop it down in there. Now, just press it. Now you can see the entire spring itself compressing down. Okay, take your strut. You want to make sure that this rubber is down in its place. In the nub. Perfect. Up and in you go. Man, get your little nut.
Lock it in place.
That's it. So what I usually do is I just give it a little love. Doesn't have to be all the way tight. You're okay. Make sure your spring's lined up. Down you go.
Alrighty, so we're putting the OEM front suspension back in, and we're gonna see how high this car is. I forgot the gappage with one of these with the OEM suspension, and then we're gonna go for a drive and see how it goes. But yeah, Andrew's been killing this. This has been going so quick. You are a champion, sir.
Are you gonna cry though?
I think I might a little bit, eh?
I might cry once I lower it too.
Right? Just a little bit. I'm gonna cry once I see it, and then I might cry again once I let go of the car. But then I'll be happy because I have a new car, but I'll still miss this car. Right? This is the car that kicked it off for me. Right? I've done some cool builds, have some cool cars, but this is the one that really caught traction, which is super nice. This is probably, I would say, one of the best sleepers you can kind of find. You would not expect what comes out of this. Just look at it, cool, it just looks pretty stock. Some nice wheels on there, a nice RDX. But Mr. Chris over here has done some work to it, and we're gonna go for a little drive. I think this is gonna be fun for the video too. And you said it does 13.8?
Yeah, 13.8.
Wow.
On paper, 340, 314.
Jesus Christ.
But all-wheel drive is the one that...
That's what really does it, eh?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. Y'all.
Type R and all-wheel drive.
This basically is a Type R that's all-wheel drive.
This is basically low boost and comfort. Let's see. This I'll do like a launch and like low boost.
Okay, let's check this
I'll
out.
probably launch at $4,000.
Yo! Get out of here. Yo, that surprised me.
And this here is a little bit more, not much more.
Buddy, that legit surprised the hell out of me. I was not expecting that. What the? It's a nice interior with the red seats and everything.
Yeah,
like,
it's a good vehicle, man. Like,
yo.
it's just bad in gas. Really bad gas.
How much you get per tank?
400 if I'm happy. Like,
Oh, wow.
45, 400.
Damn.
Yeah. So this is like a little bit of power.
Yo.
The 10 speed does it.
Yo, this thing picks up
It
quick.
has shitty brakes though. Brakes are shitty.
It's okay, that can always be upgraded. But like, this is, it's impressive.
People like get shocked and they're like, holy shit, like I didn't expect that. Like, what is that? A 600? I'm like, no, it's a 2-liter.
You probably take out a lot of cars, don't you? Especially at the
Type
light.
R's to a certain extent. When Type R's are tuned, they're a whole nother animal. It's very, very, very weird, like what this can do. Like, it's underrated.
It's definitely unexpected.
It's a good family vehicle if you're not dead and you still have a little bit of teenager left in you. This is definitely the vehicle to buy. I was on the market for a SUV and I drove many in this class and a little bit above the class, and this is what I stuck with. This can still swing out. I believe it's 75% rear bias. with traction control off.
Very cool.
Has a really good all-wheel drive system.
Yeah, like you hooked, and that's on winter tires, eh?
This is all on winter tires, so I don't know if this will hook here. I don't know if this will swing out.
This is.
Yeah, I won't do it.
But still, this thing picks up quick.
And then now it's Sport Plus is a little bit better.
Yeah, that one, what were we on? Sport there?
Sport, yeah. So this is basically balls out. This is all it has. I think it's 24 pounds.
Jeez.
This is.
Yo, this thing picks up. Yo, this thing's impressive, dude. It is impressive. I promise you, a lot of cars would get eaten by this. And like, you would not expect it just from an RDX.
Like the light, yeah. Highway runs out of steam.
Yeah, but that's okay, right? That's just an easy switch of a turbo one day, right?
But there's a guy in the US has one of these big turbo, and he's like 500 wheel.
Like,
And transmission likes it.
wow.
Diff likes it. Everything works. Nothing broke.
Insane. This honestly surprised me more than I expected it would. I knew it would have some balls behind it, but like, yo, this is
stock air intake box with K&N drop in, just catless downpipe PRL, 3-inch stock exhaust.
Damn.
Just small things that make it work together. Like Andrew is like the main guy basically to make this thing fast, right?
Andrew said this would hurt my brain, and it definitely hurts my brain. This thing is so much fun.
And the snow is fun.
Oh man, I would definitely get into trouble with this.
It definitely MDX. The new MDX is nice. Don't get me wrong, but this thing gaps it by buses.
This is
Stock.
This is like, honestly, man. Honestly, I'm not even exaggerating to you guys. Like, that launch surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah,
like,
for a daily, it's
Jesus Christ. Wow. Yo, this is legit. Thank you for the.
No problem, man.
Yo, if anyone's looking for like a family SUV that has balls, this is it.
And all it takes, honestly, I think I spent $600 on a downpipe. K-tuner is originally from Garage 16 from the God Rick, and I'm on the V1, the original. They don't even make it no more.
Really?
Yeah, this is just stage 3. So now there's a better tune from Faribault that is stage 3, and it's supposed to be 400 brake horsepower.
Wow.
On 94.
That's impressive, dude.
So this is mild, very mild.
If you guys want to check out his Instagram, I'll definitely tag it below because this is an interesting build, definitely.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much,
No
dude.
problem, brother. Thank you, guys.
It's actually not that bad. It's a little dark. Let's check this side out. So the wheel gaps actually, once it settled in, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. The car's filthy, mind you that, but check it out. Not bad, not bad. And just doing a once over, double checking everything for me. Mr. Andrew always goes above and beyond for his clientele. This is why I enjoy dealing with him. Check this out. It's a sad day seeing her stock. It's a sad day. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Andrew did his magic. The car is on stock height.
Magic? How does stock height magic?
Well, you did your magic and you brought it back to stock. You rewinded time. It doesn't look horrible.
It's not bad.
You know, it's not bad.
It's only like what, 3 figure gap?
Yeah.
3-ish and a half-ish?
Yeah, and you know what? The 20 wheels look so much better.
Exactly.
I think it goes with the car nicely. But little things will be on the car for whoever buys it. You'll have still tint, the Mugen window visors, badges, a few little things here and there. But definitely a sad day. We're gonna go for a drive. Andrew, you are the best. I'll take all his info down below. Check him out, amazing mechanic. Chris, thank you for letting me drive, or thank you for taking me for a drive in the RDX. I think is nuts. Let's get into the car and let's go for a drive. Once again, I want to give Andrew a huge thank you. Did an amazing job on the car, and now we are fully stock. Honestly, a few little parts on the car have a little bit of aftermarket stuff. Like I still have a bit of carbon in the car, or faux carbon, badges, things like that. But aside from that, the car is stock height, stock power, no K-tuner, no nothing. So it's definitely going to be a little weird driving in stock. And we're going to go through our impressions and then, you know, a few pulls and stuff like that just to see how it's doing. But yeah, it's a little weird driving this car all stock. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Let's go. It feels so weird driving at this height. I know it's just a minor difference between the D2s and this, but once again, like, yo, D2, I've said it many times, bang for buck, they're there. You guys saw the quality and the condition of how they were after we took them out also. The coating was pretty good on it still, and everything, I had no complaints. They rode really good throughout the years that I had them. I drove them through winter and all that too, but yeah, very cool. This is actually super sad. This is gonna be my last drive of the 10th Gen Civic. I gotta be at Subaru in 2 hours, so let's do a bit of a video, get some shots of the car, and we'll go from there. Sad day, guys. Oh man, honestly, this car really helped the channel, really kicked it off. And honestly, if it wasn't for this car, I wouldn't have met a lot of you guys. And it's been an unreal experience, an unreal 3 years with this car, and I'm so happy that I got to experience what I did. I'm super excited to grow and try a new platform and make new friends and make new like connections and stuff like that. But like this car, there's something special about these 10 Gens. I think, like I said, they had everything. It was a perfect daily. I had no complaints on the car. Once we had the turbo and everything on, we made the power. We're gonna do a couple power pulls here and see how the car is treating us now. It definitely isn't as quick as it was before, and I'm probably definitely gonna feel a difference. And I'm sorry if I'm not excited when I rip the car, because you gotta remember I was full bolt-ons with the W1 turbo and everything, and now we are completely stock. It feels so weird driving this height. It really does, like a bit of a second gear. It still has a bit of kick. It still has a bit of kick, but like nothing crazy. Like, you know what, for a stock car, this thing actually isn't horrible. You know, it has a bit of kick, a bit of pickup. The low end torque is there, like this third gear. We're in sport mode, and it still moves pretty nicely, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, once you get used to the W1 power, it's definitely different. Even how the power hits is different too. So just note that if you're looking at getting W1 turbo, I think it's well worth it. It really rounds the car out a lot better, because it gives you that top end power that this car is lacking, especially on the highways and stuff. I'm still trying to like take in that this is my last drive. Like, I've been driving this almost every single day for 3 years, guys. Every single day, winters, summers, rainstorms, everything. This thing did it all for me, and it did it looking pretty good in my opinion, and with the power that it had. Crazy experience, guys. Like, I would definitely recommend this car to people. My plan is to have a Type R and the BRZ, so eventually that would be the game plan, is get a Type R as a daily, because it's still a 4-door hatch, lots of space, you know, 4 doors, has a power. I think it's a perfect daily vehicle. I know it's a Type R and it's kind of a little bougie for a daily vehicle, but if somehow I can make that happen with a lot of hard work, I would love to do that and get back into Honda. A lot of little differences. I don't have the QD shifter anymore. It's an OEM shifter, and I forgot how long the shifts actually are. The steering wheel, I had the Type R steering wheel. This is the SI steering wheel. To a couple of you guys looking to do the upgrade, I think it's well worth it. Type R steering wheel has, you know, a little more girth, and it just feels a little better in your hand. Short shifter from the QD is a definite must. And if you're looking at getting the links down below, use my QD link there. It gives me a little bit of a kickback to help make these videos for you guys, and it's just, you guys aren't paying any more or any less, but you know, it's just a kind deed. Crazy to like know that I spent like 3 years almost every weekend working on this car, to like taking it apart in like 2 or 3 days of, you know, a few hours, and a lot of hard work went into this car, you know, a lot of money. And I don't regret it. Like I said, I met amazing people. I met a lot of you guys, and it's just a really great car overall. And I'm definitely gonna miss this one. This one's gonna hurt when I let go. I know, as you guys probably if you guys been keeping up with the channel, you've been seeing that, you know, I have been buying and selling quite a few cars, but like, this is different. This is one I drove almost every day. I grew a connection to it, and as weird as this sounds, you actually grow a connection to, you know, a piece of like 3-ton steel, which is very weird. But it's just more because of like how much fun I had with the car and how I changed it to be my own, and the amazing people I met, right? Like I said, if it wasn't for this tension, I don't think my channel would be where it's at. It really helped me get some exposure, and then you guys got to see my ugly face, and hopefully you guys are sticking around for it too. The BRZ, we're gonna have to do a few little We're gonna do a lot to that, so stay tuned to that video. We're picking it up today, but it's gonna be a separate video, so stay tuned to that. It is coming. But this car, honestly, even stock form, it's still not bad. It still pulls, it still moves, right? And it drives great. Like, the stock springs drive a lot smoother. This is one thing I missed from the D2. So we're gonna take off the sport, so the steering's a lot looser, and now we're gonna put sport on, and it tightens it up so nicely. And I'm gonna miss that feature. I'm pretty sure the BRZ doesn't have that, but I'm definitely gonna miss that feature. But clutch is so nice. The car's so easy to drive. But when I first purchased this car, I had no real intentions on modifying it. I had the HN that was supercharged at the time. I was like, this is gonna be a stockish, you know, a few little things to make it fun. And then it really got traction on YouTube, and then I continued modifying this. And this was the main like project for most of the time. And the cool thing about it is, like, it relates to a lot of you guys, because this was my everyday vehicle. So all the mods I did over the weekends were things I had to get done because I needed this car for Monday, for a work day. And we did that. And I hope that all the videos that Alex and I made for you guys really helped a lot of you guys, because the main reason we do a lot of these install videos is to show you guys that it is plausible and it is possible for you guys to do it yourself. And you know, sometimes you need a hand from a great mechanic like Andrew, right? And then sometimes there's mods that, you know, you can teach yourself how to do. And by learning, you start off with small mods and you can work your way up to some bigger mods. Let's get a little downshift. We're in third gear, 4,000 RPMs in sport mode. And foot down, and it still moves, right? It's still moving pretty decent, right? It picks up nicely, right? Let's see, I think after we pass this spot in New Mexico, we'll get a bit of a rip, just because this is a high trafficked area from these police officers. And let's give her third gear, and she's picking up, and it's moving. This car still moves really nicely for what it is in its stock form. I forgot the power, but like, third gear really moves nice. I'm not even gonna exaggerate that. I was going pretty fast pretty quickly, and it still impresses me, this car. All right, guys, final goodbye to the 10 I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. I definitely did. Thank you to everyone who stuck around and supported me through this 10 Thank you to anyone who's sticking around after also. I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. The BRZ is coming. Thank you to Andrew once again for doing the work. I really appreciate it. Great mechanic. Down below, check out his info. And Chris with the RDX, check down his info down below. I think it was nuts also. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace out. Do it once, do it right. Like, comment, subscribe.